Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Carlos. Carlos is from Madrid, but he lives in Ibiza. So let's see what Carlos has to say. Enjoy the interview. So, hello, Carlos. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. A little bit tired, but fine.
So, tell me, how was your day today?
Today, well, I was giving lessons. I'm teacher. I'm Spanish teacher. I
Uh-huh.
work online, so I had lessons with New York, Canada, and also with UK as well, with London. I have two lessons today, and now is
Amazing.
my relaxed time. Now is my relaxed time.
Oh, thank you so much for taking the time on your relaxing time for the interview. Thank you.
No, no worries, no worries. I like it. How you go to me. I like it.
Uh-huh.
And I want to help you. I mean, I think you are creating kind of web, or what are you doing actually?
Thank you very much. So, tell me, what was the highlight of your day today?
The highlight of today, I think it was it was the siesta time. Yes, I have like I had like 25 minutes in the sofa, and I got sleep for maybe just 5 minutes in these 25 minutes. It was amazing. When I woke up, I said, "Okay, I'm full of energy again."
Amazing. Usually, what time is the siesta usually in Spain?
Well, it depends. No, siesta is not common for everyone, right? Normally, people who works in the office, they don't have time for siesta. So siesta is for children and retired people.
I
And
see.
yes, I'm thinking about my nephew and me, and I'm thinking about my father. And normally it's about maybe 2:30, 3 p.m. after lunch.
I see. So tell me, where are you from, Carlos?
I'm from Madrid. I was born in Madrid.
Mm,
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah, tell
but
me.
I'm not living in Madrid since maybe 20 years ago. Maybe I left the city.
Oh, wow. And where are you living right
Yeah,
now?
I'm living in Ibiza. I'm living in Ibiza right now.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, that's
yeah.
amazing.
In the pandemic, I decided to live in a nice place with nature and good weather. And Ibiza is a nice place. It's not only clubs and people around. You can be in the countryside completely.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's so
That's
interesting.
amazing.
It's great because people, including myself, when I think about Ibiza, I think about the beach, the clubs, the party, but it's not
I think
all.
this is 10% of the island, and only during the high season, right? So the rest of the island is just forest, countryside, slow life, and that's true that people think the other Ibiza, but the real Ibiza is this one, not the other.
And why did you choose Ibiza? Because of the countryside, because of the place, or there was some connection behind?
Well, that's a funny story because before Ibiza, I was living in the Canary Island,
Hmm.
and I got a student from here in Ibiza. It's Matt, a British guy. I love him. And once he had a trip, and he had two little cats. And because I'm working online, he said, "Carlos, can you come to Ibiza and take care for my cats?" And I said, "Of course, come on."
Wow,
So it was the year after pandemic. So the reason I was here the first time, it was for take care for two little cats.
oh, sweet.
I'm still here, so I think it was good for me.
And do you still in touch with the cats or no anymore?
I took care for the cats maybe 3 eyes, and now I'm not doing anymore. Just if he needed, but no, now it's different. But yes, it was the reason I was here the first time, like
That's amazing.
cat sitter.
So tell me a little bit about your journey as a Spanish teacher. Tell me, when did you start your career?
Well, I was living in I was living abroad. I was living in Vietnam in 2011, and I was back in Spain in 2012, and it was this huge economical crisis. So I need to find something to do, and I start teaching with Spanish to the tourists that they were living in the Canary Island. And then I jump into the online lessons because it opened the world for me. I mean, I was in a small island. I was working everywhere in Berlin, New York City, or in California. So
Wow.
I become a Spanish teacher in 2012. It was the first time until now. I mean, it's 13 years teaching Spanish
Wow.
online, basically. Yeah.
That's amazing. I love the journey. Sometimes life it gives this opportunity to just embrace it, just take
Yes.
it.
I never thought about this,
Hmm.
and after more than 10 years, I want to change. I mean, it's my style of life is every day like
Wow.
5 6 different people, and sometimes even we have meetings outside the lessons. Like I was in New York once and
Amazing.
I met three of my students. I was in London, I met my students. They visited me in Canary Island, they visited me here in Ibiza. So I create kind of community with all of them. Yeah.
Totally. Amazing. And all
Style
your
of life.
family,
It's a style
all
of
your,
life.
and all your family, they are back in Madrid.
Yes. In Madrid are living my parents, my brother, and family. I mean, nephew, niece, and my sister-in-law.
I
I
see.
visit them quite often. I mean, from Madrid to Ibiza is 1 hour the flight. So I visited them maybe every 4 or 5 weeks. I
Okay,
go to Madrid
close.
because I can work everywhere. so
Okay.
so every
That's the
4 or 5 weeks,
part.
I go to the city. Sometimes when you're living in the countryside, you need a little contact with the city.
Right.
Especially I was born in Madrid, so for me it's my I don't know my homeland. I can say.
Amazing. Okay, Carlos. So during the interview, I'm going to explore a bit more about your life and also about your journey so far.
All
Are you
right.
ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Yes. Sure.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend, random questions. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a song just for us to relax before the first question. Okay?
Very good.
Let's do it. Amazing. First question is, who has been the most influential person in your life and why?
Wow, what a question. Alive or dead?
Could be anything, anyone.
Could be anything. Wow. Wow. I don't want to take this to the football, but I think the Simeone, the coach of Atletico de Madrid, inspired me to be consistent and to go on. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to compare with football, but I need to
No,
do it in this situation. Really, really,
it's
really.
not right or wrong. Not right or wrong. And
He
why?
showed me the way to be consistent.
Wow. And why is that? How did you connect with him that you could see that you've learned something from him? How did it happen?
Well, because I support Atletico and I follow the team since I was a child. And he was first a football player, and then he was the coach. So it's all my life with him somehow. It's
Wow. That's amazing.
kind of religion maybe.
Wow. Yeah, I think those people, sometimes we connect with them so much that it helps us to develop ourselves and,
Yeah.
it go after
Mhm.
our dreams for sure.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
true. That's amazing that I answered in this way, but really,
Amazing.
is the person that inspired me not every day, but inspired me to be consistent. That's the word, consistent and consistent.
And do you still like football? Do you watch football?
Sorry.
Do you still watch football? Do you like watching football?
Well, I mean, I think during my 20s, a little bit more, in my 30s, a little bit less, and now I think just the good games, only good games,
I see. All
and
right.
sometimes newspapers in the morning. But it's not my life about football. It's more calm.
I see. Okay. Next question. Let's do it. Hey, Carlos. Next question is, what's the best advice have you ever given?
that I give,
Yeah,
advice
just a
that I give. Well, good question. You make me think of the questions. I think the best advice I give, it was given to me as well, and it's like nobody expects nothing about you, right?
Mhm.
You need to do your life. You need to do what you think is right, but nobody expects
Yeah.
you to do this or to do that, right? And I always give this advice to the people, like, be yourself, do whatever you think is good to do, take care for the others, of course, but don't think that people expect something about you.
Wow. And saying that, when you think about yourself, when you analyze Carlos, what's the biggest joy of being you?
I think the most I like is I consider I'm a free guy, like freedom,
Hmm?
I'm a guy that I go in the different way of the others
Yeah,
somehow, but then I find people who goes in my way. When
totally.
you goes in a different way, you find people who goes in your way as well.
Uh-huh.
But when I left the city, when I left Madrid, I realized that that life is not for me. It's too demanding. It's too artificial, maybe. And I always try to find my way in freedom. Like I work online. I'm freelance. Uh, I do whatever I want to do with respect, always. But
Uh-huh.
I think the thing that could define me is my freedom to do whatever I want to do.
And you always been this way?
Yeah, I think since I was 11, maybe I start
I
thinking
see.
like I'm not like the others, maybe. But the
Okay.
point it was maybe when I was 19, I left my house. My
Mhm.
relation with my parents is amazing. But in Spain, people left the house quite late, in the age of
Yeah.
29, 30. You had the support of the family, and I decided to get a job and start living myself, and it changed completely my life in this point when I decided to do by myself everything.
Wow. And which person in your family, right this moment, you feel more close to or more connected with right now?
About my family, well, I feel close to my grandfather. He's completely
Okay.
different like me. He was
Wow.
like very like a guy from the countryside, more maybe not conservative but traditional in thoughts. I'm completely the opposite like him. But if he could see that I'm living in the countryside and enjoying my life, he were probably very proud of me. And
Wow.
sometimes here, when I'm working I have a food garden here, and when I'm working in the food garden, and I think about my grandfather and his recommendations and his
Wow.
advices. So probably he's the guy for me.
Wow. And he's still with us?
Sorry?
He's still with us? He's still with us?
No, no, he left in 2012, the year that I was come to from Vietnam.
Wow.
I think it was like he was waiting for me, probably. Like I arrived in a couple of weeks, he was gone.
Oh,
So somehow I think he was waiting for me.
totally. Absolutely. I think our grandparents, they are so special. They have something with us, like a connection,
Mm,
very different
yeah,
from our parents. I totally
yeah,
understand.
that's true. That's true. That's completely true.
Next question. Let's do it. Okay, before the next question, tell me what's the biggest joy of being a teacher? What do you like the most about teaching? And the flip side, what do you find most challenging about being an online teacher?
All right. I think what I most enjoy, because most of my students they are retired. All right, I'm the youngest always in my lessons. Sometimes they are young one, but normally they are retired people, and I really learn from them how to live the life. I
Wow.
teach them Spanish, but they give me all the tools to live the life, to enjoy the life, and to know how to do it. The retired people are very, 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 very interesting, especially when they are from everywhere. So you can take something from here, something from there,
Yeah.
And for me, the most amazing thing from my job is to be in touch with retired people. They are in their 60s, sometimes in their 70s, and they show me the way somehow how to do the things.
Wow. And the flip side, what do you find most difficult or complicated about of being a teacher, online teacher?
Well, sometimes the difficult thing is how to get the next one, how to get the next student,
Right.
Now I'm trying to find people on social media, but during 12 years it was always, I don't know in English, it's like mouth to hear, or I don't know how to say in English, like mouth to hear. So it was always one recommend me to other.
Yeah.
So sometimes the most difficult thing is how to get the next one, but I'm still doing, so it's okay.
Totally. Okay. Next question is, what's your idea of a perfect friendship?
Mine is this one who you don't need to be in touch every single day, that you can wait for months or years, not years, months, to ask them, hey, how are you? And start talking like it was yesterday, the last time. This is the best.
Wow. And who's your best friend right now?
Ooh, I have so many. If I answer you, so there are people who will hate me probably. No, well, what a question. I think my best friend is a guy from Madrid that I was
Yeah.
with him actually 3 days ago having a beer,
Wow.
and this guy make me feel happy when I'm with him.
Wow. That's amazing. Okay.
Mm.
So he's watching this interview right now, and you have a moment, an opportunity to send him a message. What would you say? You can say in Spanish first, and after you can translate in English. He's watching.
To my friend, to
Yeah.
my
He's
friend,
watching. Yeah.
I will send. Please answer my message sometimes, and come here to visit me. Come on, you have a bed here, you have a bedroom, and you are not coming. Come on.
Oh, sweet. Very sweet. Next
Yeah.
question. Carlos from Ibiza. Next question is, what is one thing you can't live without?
I don't want to say my computer, all right?
Yeah,
I don't want to say, but I need it. I need it. Wherever I go, I need my computer with me because my life depends of my lessons, of my job. So I travel a lot, but I always take my computer with me. I'm so sorry about this question, this
it's
answer. Sorry.
What's the meaning of life for you?
What a question again. Well, we need to be here. I mean, we didn't choose to be here, and we need to be here. So maybe the meaning is just to survive and go on,
Uh-huh.
and and that's it. I mean, we are here because of casuality,
Yes.
and once we are here, we cannot live in. So the the main of life is just to go on and to survive and to enjoy it. Of course, enjoy what you're
Totally.
doing.
Tell me a life lesson that life has taught you that you feel very grateful for.
Well, well, I'm grateful of my family. Of course, they provide me all the resources and tools to be the person I am.
Mhm.
And I can't say even the Spanish state provide me the chance to study, the chance
Wow.
to have a health system, the chance to live in a very safety country. And I really appreciate both family and country.
Wow. Amazing. And when you think about Madrid, tell me what do you like the most about Madrid? What is something that about the city that you always, feel very proud about Madrid?
Well, I'm from the suburbs. I'm not from the city center. I'm from the suburbs.
Okay.
But so the real Madrid is not the Madrid that tourists can see. I mean, the Real Madrid is everything. Uh, we are very open mind.
Oh,
Madrid grew up so fast in the 60s and 70s. So every single family is not from Madrid. They are from the countryside. They are from other places in Spain.
wow.
And we create a community with people from Spain, but all the country. So we are very, very open with the new people are coming wherever they are. I mean, in the origin, there was people from the countryside, from the south, Andalusia, Extremadura, but now they are coming from Ecuador or from Morocco,
Brazil.
you know, as well, a lot of Brazilians
Yeah,
there. So
I'm just
I think Madrid is probably the more open mind city with the not the visitors, not the tourists, with the people who wants to live in the city.
yeah, I totally agree. I had a very good friend of mine. She's Brazilian, and her partner is from Madrid, and they just
Hmm.
got back to Madrid now. They are leaving Madrid back to Madrid, and they just enjoy a lot. And I'm coming very soon this year to Madrid. I've been there
You,
before. I've
you,
been to Madrid, but I'm coming to visit them. Can't wait
you
sometime.
know when you live in Madrid once, you know you're gonna repeat it. Nobody leave Madrid forever. You know, everybody comes back again. That's true. That's true. That's amazing. Not me. Not me. I left Madrid and I don't want to come back.
Amazing. 3 questions left. Let's do it. Okay, before the next question, tell me about your experience in Vietnam. Why did you choose to live there?
All right. I was after university. I started working in charities. I don't know in English how to say like non-for-profit organizations,
Okay.
and I started working like how do you say like coordinator of international volunteers.
Oh wow.
So I found a local organization there in Hanoi, and my job was amazing. I was like uh, receiving the international volunteers and make them to feel comfortable in the projects and in the house that they were living. So that was the reason. It was like international volunteering, cooperating.
Wow.
Yeah, it was because of that. Like doing not for free. I was employed. I was working.
Mm-hmm.
Vietnamese salary, Vietnamese salary. But it was very interesting for me to how to meet people from America, Canada, Japan, Australia who wanted
Wow.
in their holidays to do a volunteer service, and I was there waiting for them and try to make feel comfortable all of them in their stay
Wow.
there.
And how long you were there for?
I was for I think it was 1 year, like 13 months, more or
I,
less.
I see. Okay. Next question is, which book had a big influence on you?
Book influence of me. There are so many. There's like films, you know. There are so many films, so many books. Uh, a book that. Oh, I'm thinking like I was a postman, you know, and during my
Really?
yeah during when I was in the university just to get some money. I was 3 years in the postal service,
Wow.
and I knew Bukowski because he has a book also called The Postman,
Wow.
and I remember that for 3 4 years I was reading everything about Bukowski,
Uh-huh.
and I'm not like him, you know, but it was good to it was good to read this Bukowski. I like it. I like.
Amazing. Very good. 2 questions left. Let's do it. My God, I'm very impressed. Now it's it's nine, almost 9 o'clock, and still daylight in Ibiza.
Very beautiful sunset. It's over, but the light is still there.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's
Great.
amazing. Yes.
Before the next question, tell me, in your opinion, in your experience as a teacher, tell me what's the most difficult, maybe word or sentence in Spanish that's it's quite common to people not to get. It's difficult to say. There is something that's in your experience that you find.
Wow, there's so many. But there are some sounds that people, foreigners, they have a lot of problems. This jota, jamón, rojo,
Okay.
and of course the R's, this rojo, like my T-shirt, rojo. This is so
Right.
difficult for not for Russians. They do very well,
Really?
but British speakers they have problems with some sounds, especially.
I
And
have,
yeah, I'm thinking about some funny situations, but there are so many every single day that I have so situations.
It's funny because I've been living in London most of my life, and of course I worked with people from all over the world. And I was working in a hotel, and there was in Scotland, and there was a colleague from Portugal, and his name was João. Yeah, João, his name, but they
Joao.
cannot say this. Yeah, so he was like João.
Joao.
João.
Joao. Yeah.
They don't have this sound.
Yeah.
This nasal sound. Like,
No,
so
because the Spanish language is also 5 sounds: a, e, I, o, u. But the Portuguese, I think, is about 7 or 8, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why Spaniards, we have a lot of problems to speak the foreign languages. It's not so difficult.
And
But
for you,
Spanish is very easy. Because I'm living in Ibiza, here they speak Catalan, right? This is the local language. I'm
Right.
developing my hearing, and somehow I understand. I cannot speak, but I understand pretty much.
Mhm.
But maybe Portuguese is quite difficult. Portuguese is quite
Really?
difficult for me.
Because Spanish is so
Italian,
easy
yes,
it's so easy for us. Yeah.
because we have 5 sounds and you have
Yeah,
7 or
yeah,
8.
yeah. So for you, Italian is
It depends. Maybe if we want, we can speak Italian, Spanish with anyone in their language, but we need to do it very, very slowly and carefully. And French is impossible to me. Portuguese is very difficult. So maybe Catalan is the only language that I can try
Okay.
to. I think in a couple of years I will be talking probably.
Amazing. Okay. Next question is, which bad habits you wish you could stop?
Ooh. I would like to stop some at one.
Okay.
Yeah, I smoke. It's my fault. It's my fault. But
okay.
yes, and I know it's bad. Everybody tell you, you know yourself. You don't need somebody to tell you. And I need to stop. I need to stop.
Do you think one day you will?
I will.
Yeah.
Yes, there will be a day. Everybody do. Why not?
Good. Last question. Ready?
Sure.
Let's see if I say right. Last question. Última pergunta in Spanish or not?
Última pregunta. Última
pregunta. Let's do it. Do you know Xuxa, Rainha de los Bajitos? Xuxa, Brazilian.
Xuxa was a...
Hilarie.
Hilarie. Yeah. She was very famous here in Spain.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh, I'm a big fan. I'm playing her now, actually. I'm a big fan of Xuxa.
Well, she was, I mean, when I was younger.
Yeah.
She was in all the TV shows and everywhere. Everybody knows her.
I'm a big fan. I grew up watching Xuxa every morning. Before the last question, Carlos, tell me a situation or something that happened to you through your career as a teacher that you're never gonna forget. Something that you could share, something that touched your heart or touched your mind, something that happened to you that you find very special.
Oof. Let me think, because it's too many years doing this. So, well,
could be anything.
It's not anything. It's not exactly one thing. It's just how some of my students, they are with me for maybe 7 years, 8 years, 9 years. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of healthy routine. So they keep on learning. They keep on with lessons. So for me, it was very good how see like the child how to grow up and go to university, and some get married, and it's kind of TV show that they are like around me 25 lives, and I am one of the family somehow,
Totally. Yeah.
So for me that's very nice to see how lives, you're working with lives because you're doing interviews with people, so I'm do the same, but through Spanish somehow.
I see. Okay, so all your students, they're watching this interview right now, and you have a moment, an opportunity to send them a message. What would you say?
Practice and practice and practice. and keep on practicing and don't speak English in Spain, please.
Easy. Last question is, if you could stay any age for the rest of your life, what age that would be and why?
All right, I think in my 30s.
And why 30th?
Well, because you are not a teenager anymore. You develop your career, your profession.
Uh-huh.
You choose the place to live. You choose the life you want to have, and you're still young. So I think 40s is a copy paste of the 30s, but elder.
I think the 40 now is the new 30. You know, the 50 is the new 40. You know, it's a different.
I don't know yet.
We're gonna get there one day for sure.
Wait,
Okay, it's not the end yet. It's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Let's start with family.
Warm.
Okay, money.
Problem.
Love.
A must.
Okay, religion.
Interesting.
Okay, sex.
Necessary.
Okay, politics.
Stupid.
Friendship.
Necessary.
Desire.
Difficult sometimes.
Okay, regret.
Sometimes happen. It happens.
Success.
Fake.
Okay, wish.
Necessary.
Happiness.
Life.
Okay, one word for Madrid.
Welcome.
One word for Spain.
Very welcome.
One word for Ibiza.
Calm.
That's so interesting. Calm. I love it. I love it. And the last
calm.
And the last one now. Spanish teacher. One word.
Ooh. Style of life.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friend, define Carlos in one positive and one negative word only. What your best friend would say about you?
Well, they could say that I'm always away. And the good thing that I'm always come back.
I love that. That's amazing. Okay, let's play now. Carlos and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Wait, okay, you can ask me a question now. Yes.
I will ask you a question. If you could choose any person, death of or life person, that speaks Spanish, to have a beer, who?
To have a dinner.
A beer. To have a beer, to have fun, to have fun with a beer.
I love your question.
A couple of beers, not one, couple.
Okay. The first person who come. Okay. Oh my God. There's so many people now that come to my mind. But you know what? I'm gonna have with the King of Spain.
King, the actual one.
Yes, the actual one.
Oh, the previous. The previous is funnier.
No, the one who has two daughters.
Yes, the old one. Yes.
The old one.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have a beer with him, and after that, I would have another beer with the tennis player. You know, the new one, not
with Carlos Alcaraz.
Carlos, yes. So I have a first beer with the king just to ask a little bit about Spain, and after that, to be more relaxed, I'll go with Carlos, the tennis player.
Yeah, but you know the king likes to drink too much, so maybe you cannot escape from him.
So I start with Carlos first because it's more like active sport, and after I'll finish with the king, so we can get drunk together.
I think it's better to play a match with Alcaraz and then you have a beer with the king. Yeah, that's better.
Totally. And I'll get smashed, like to drink the beer with him. Great question. I love the question.
I can imagine with your box with the king. That's amazing.
And I'd love to have the king one day here on the show with me and Carlos as well. One day, he'd imagine.
Wow.
You never know.
Yes,
It'll be
please
amazing.
put this video to them, please.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can, even if they tell me you need to learn Spanish, I'll learn Spanish every day to one day have that interview here with me for sure.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. Carlos, did you enjoy the interview?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
I think it was so funny. It was. I mean, you could be here sitting down with me, but
Thanks.
The bad thing, my life is online, and this chat it was online, so it's kind of nature to me.
Totally.
But really, I prefer people like face to face, exactly in person.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you again. Thanks for taking the time for the interview. I know you had a long day today, and you chose the best scenario for the interview. I love the scenario behind you. It's amazing. I feel peaceful now just looking at it. It's amazing.
That's Ibiza. It's not a club. It's countryside basically.
No, because after that now, because before I had this impression about Ibiza, like party club, but after this interview, I have a different idea about Ibiza.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
really, it's completely different. The other is just it's 10% of that, even less than 10%.
Oh, amazing. Carlos, before we finish, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Not really. I mean, just people must to be happy and relaxed and respectful, and everybody can enjoy the same planet together if we respect the others.
Amazing, beautiful. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias, William. Muy amable, muy amable. All right,
thank you so much. Have a nice evening. Keep in touch, okay? It was a pleasure. Okay.
I hope to keep in touch somehow.
Totally, absolutely. Take care, okay? Have a good night.
Thank you very much. Bye bye. Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.